So today we're going to talk about hills, and usually the biggest problem people have with hills is not understanding the sequence of how to work their pedals and having poor clutch control. So if we go back to the video before this, that was all about clutch control. That is very important when it comes to hills. It's not really about your gas, but you have to be precise with your clutch, and you have to understand how to hold your clutch. If you don't understand how to hold your clutch and you're not precise with your clutch, you will always have problems. You can be sloppy with the gas pedal, as I showed with my tap gas video. You don't have to be precise with your throttle application in a manual transmission, but you have to be precise with the clutch. So we're going to go to the hill and talk about really the biggest problem people face, and that is when certain groups of people learn to drive. The first thing they will learn is they will give gas, work out their clutch, the car will move, and then they will go on to driving onto the road. Whereas the hill requires you to clutch first, then give gas. Clutch before gas, not gas before clutch. There's only one way to go up a hill: clutch before gas. If you give gas before clutch, you will get killed every time. Your car will roll back and you'll crash, and you're dead. So let's go to the hill. So here's the hill. This is quite steep. It will cause problems for most people learning how to drive a stick shift. I'm going to pull to the curb, pull over at the curb, and talk about this. So I'm going to put it in neutral, and I'm going to explain to you, if you try to give gas before clutch, what happens here. So I take my foot from the brake, I go to the gas, what happens? Car rolls back immediately. And I get in this vicious cycle of not knowing what to do, just moving back and forth, and I panic. I take my foot, try to give gas, car rolls back, I panic, I hit the brake, and then I get stuck on the hill. I'll put a link in the description. I think there's a Porsche video getting stuck in San Francisco. And so this is what happens when you learn how to give gas and then bring out your clutch, and that is the only thing you learn. You never learn about how to move your car around with just the clutch. The right way to go up the hill, there's only one way, and that is you engage your clutch and go quite deep into the engagement when you're learning. Let out your brake, give a little bit of gas, and work out your clutch. Let the car move, then you will clutch out. If the car doesn't move, don't give more gas, you need to give more clutch. So I engage the clutch right there. I go to the gas, give gas, and then I work out my clutch and I hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. Car starts to move. I clutch in, come to a stop, engage my clutch. Clutch is engaged, go to the gas, give gas. If the car is not moving, I give more clutch, not more gas. On a hill is a good example where you will need to clutch in and brake versus brake and clutch in, and you have to be quick with that clutch in and brake. So I'm going to do another start to the stop sign. I'm going to engage the clutch. I go quite deep into the engagement. I let off the brake, go for my gas, work out my clutch. Don't gotta go wild on the gas. All I gotta do is precisely work the clutch. Engage the clutch, go for the gas, work out the clutch. Remember, in steps. Don't move your foot in a smooth arc. It has smooth arc equals trouble when you're learning how to drive a stick shift. Once you get practice, 2-3 weeks of driving, then you'll be moving your foot in a smooth arc. You'll just be moving it however, just quickly like that, and it won't matter. But when you're first learning how to drive, it is very beneficial. You move your foot in little steps. We're going to come to another stop sign and I'll do another start. Okay, so I engage that clutch, move my foot in steps, quite deep in the engagement, and move my foot to the gas. Work out the clutch, hold it, hold it, hold it, clutch out. Those are not the quickest starts, and they are not going to be quick starts when you're learning how to drive. Those first 2-3 weeks, they're going to be quite slow. Then they'll get faster as your legs do what your brain is telling them to do. But you got to give yourself time. And what is most important is you do it correctly, not that you do it quickly. So now you know how to clutch up and give gas. So clutch before gas. So we're going to try to quicken that up a bit. And what we're going to do, we're going to let the car roll back on purpose. So how we're going to do that is we're going to give half as much clutch engagement as before. The car is most likely going to roll back a little bit while we're giving gas. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to work out our clutch, hold it, wait for the car to start rolling forward, then we're going to bring out our clutch. And letting the car roll back on you is in a safe space is an easy way to get over the fear that when the car starts to roll back, all is lost. Okay, I put it in first gear. I'm going to clutch up about half as much as before. I go to my gas. Car starts to roll back a bit. I work out my clutch. I hold it. Car starts to roll forward. I can take my clutch out. Okay, just going to roll the car back so we don't run out of space. So I give a little bit of clutch, take my foot off the brake, go for the gas, car is rolling back. I give clutch, I hold that clutch, little more clutch out, car starts to roll forward, then I can remove my clutch. You want to try to keep the rollback, say, about 2 feet. So you want to do this, let the car roll back about 2 feet, work in that space. Don't let it roll back too much or too quickly. If that happens, stop and start again. So clutch up a bit, say clutch up 1 inch, 2 inch, brake off, give gas. Gonna work out my clutch. Gonna hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, clutch out. Okay, clutch up 1 inch, 2 inch, give gas, clutch up 1 inch, hold it, hold it, hold it, car's rolling, clutch out. It is important to get over the fear when the car rolls back. That's when everybody starts to panic, and it's important to get used to that feeling that you can still save it if it's rolling back slowly. If it's rolling back too fast, come to a stop. So clutch up 1 inch, 2 inch, go for my gas, clutch up 1 inch, 2 inch, 3 inch, hold it, hold it, hold it. Car starts to roll. I go forward, clutch out. Okay? Clutch up 1 inch, 2 inch, give gas, hold that clutch, let the car roll out. We're gonna loop around and come back to the hill, and this is the path you take to getting quick hill starts. So first you just do it slow with the deep engagement with the clutch. So you bring up that clutch a lot. It's going to engage almost where it wants to stall. You give gas, hold your clutch, car starts to roll. Once you can do that, give half as much clutch, give gas, work out your clutch, car will start to roll. Then you'll be flicking your foot up into the clutch engagement, giving gas, and the car is going to start to roll fairly quickly. Okay, we're coming back to the hill. Okay, we're coming around back to the hill. Okay, so now after you practice that, you can start trying to do quicker engagements with your clutch foot, just trying to flick it up into the engagement and see how that feels for you. It might take time, it might take 2 or 3 weeks until you get used to it, but this is how you will do that. So it is still clutch before gas. So clutch up, give gas, hold that clutch, clutch out, you're going to be rolling. So clutch up, give gas, hold that clutch, you're going to be rolling. I'm along the side where it's snowing, so the wheels are spinning, but if it was dry, you would be rolling a lot quicker. So clutch up, give gas. Okay. Clutch up, give gas. Clutch up, give gas. It is still clutch before gas. Even though it is quicker, it is still clutch before gas. Clutch up, give gas. Clutch up, give gas. Okay, again, clutch up, give gas. Hold it until car starts to roll. Clutch out. I just wanted to make some points. Don't use your clutch to hold your car on the hill. So don't engage your clutch and just sit there on the hill, stopping it from rolling back. That is bad news for your clutch, and you're going to burn up your clutch that way. Either you are stopped, clutch in and brake, or you're going to go. Clutch up, give gas, and go. Don't hold your car on the hill with just the clutch. Point 2, if you go back to the clutch exercises part 1 video where it's just moving the car around with just the clutch, that seems boring, but if you look at this hill start video, it is exactly what was done in that video. So don't skip over learning how to use your clutch, because when you get to the hills or when you're doing flat ground starts, if you understand how to use your clutch properly, everything will be much easier. So spend time understanding how to use your clutch. Point 3, don't look at your gauges when doing hill starts. You don't need to look at your gauges. Look ahead at the road. If you spend time looking at the gauges, your car is going to be rolling back. You'll be in a trance looking at your gauges, and crash, boom, bang, you've hit a car. You didn't even know your car was rolling back because you were looking at your RPM gauge. If you look at it at the road, even if your car is moving slowly or just a short amount, you will realize it right away. And so look out at the road, not your gauges. Point 4, don't panic. I know it's easy to say. Everyone panics. If you don't think you're going to panic, you're probably going to panic the most. So try to look ahead. Look ahead, see if there's any hills, see if the ground is flat at the intersection, or maybe it's raised that it's going to cause your car to roll back. You will see these things if you look ahead. Try your best. Looking ahead really helps prepare you and helps avoid you getting into a situation where you feel like you gotta panic. So breathe, make sure you know what you need to do, and make it happen. Okay, thank you for watching.